The SQUISH Book Series, Advanced Psychological Skills for Children. Hello everyone, welcome to Signposts for Living with Dr. Kristen and Kristen Coggan. Hello darling.
Hello.
Hello. Now we are changing track today. We are talking about the children's books that I've written.
We are.
The Squish series. And have you met Squish out the front, the little character?
Yes, very cute.
Yeah, we've got this gorgeous Squish character who is, I've just been hugging him a lot. He's gorgeous. Yeah. So I've written these children's books, which are advanced psychological skills for children. It's a series of 4 books, and I thought we could take a moment to talk about them.
Yes, let's do that.
Yes. So the first one is called My Thoughts Are Trash or Treasure, which, I think it's great language because adults could benefit from that as well, which is really understanding that our thoughts, just because we have thoughts doesn't mean that A, they're true, and B, it doesn't mean that we have to go and jump on board and think them. We don't have to think our thoughts. How about that? Don't think our thoughts.
Don't think our thoughts, yes.
You're looking at me with this look.
Yes, elaborate.
So basically, let's go back. So these Squish books are not just saying what is sadness, what is anger, what is fear, which is basic psychological knowledge for kids. Mm-hmm. This is advanced psychological knowledge, advanced psychological skills to help children to be able to negotiate through their anxious thoughts, their fearful thoughts.
Yep.
And often children can, just like adults, they can have a whole host of thoughts that are really destructive, causing them a whole lot of emotional pain. And if they had these skills, in a formal sense it's cognitive behavior therapy, but if they had these skills to be able to say, okay, I'm going to grab my thought, like, grabbing a fly, grab it. Fly. Where did I come up with that?
I don't know. But you were like
grabbing something.
It's like you were snatching a fly out of the air.
There you go. You got to grab it.
Yeah.
And then you've got to look at it, and you've got to say, is this trash or is this treasure? Is it not true and destructive, or is it actually true? And it's not so much about sad thoughts and happy thoughts, because we can have some sad thoughts that are true. It's whether or not they're actually valid, whether they're true, and whether we're wasting our time or not. So this book is gorgeous. Now, these books have been written by me, Dr. Kristen, but illustrated by Emma Moorman.
Emma's illustrations are just beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
The colours and Squish himself, they're gorgeous.
Absolutely. And Emma is this gorgeous creature who just loves to draw. She puts so much heart. She communicates through drawing, and one of the reasons is because she has autism. She's a very loud and proud advocate for autism, and so she really communicates through pictures and drawings. So these are just exquisite with gorgeous Squish. And Squish has got 2 friends here. I'm trying to remember their names. I'll have to remember Purr and Jester was the dog. There you go. How about that? So there you go. That's the first book, My Thoughts Are Trash or Treasure. The second book is I Am an Outsider, which really talks about how we all fundamentally, automatically fear that we're excluded. The fear that...
Look at little Squish.
I know. Isn't he gorgeous looking out the window? It reminds you a bit of...
Play School.
Play School, doesn't it?
It's the arched window. My personal favourite.
Gorgeous. He looks very contemplative and sad, doesn't he? And so really how we all just automatically fear being on the outside. And when we realise that everyone is fearing that we're on the outside, we realise that we're all outsiders. So it's a really fundamental kind of shift in creating a connection in our shared insecurity, really. Yeah. So it's a really gorgeous premise. The next one, Grit Superhero, oh my gosh. Oh, it warms my heart, this one. I have all these kids that come in and they have some rough stuff happening in life, but, from it they can learn grit. And grit is the capacity to just basically strengthen from the inside out and learn that you have the strength to get through the hard times. And what have you learnt from that?
Yep.
which is very, very cool. So that's Grit Superhero, and he's got a cool little cape.
He has, and his little love heart.
Yeah, which
on
is
his chest.
Yeah, which is like his. It's a little bit Iron Man, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. He's very cute.
Yeah, sorry, Iron Man. But yeah, and again, these illustrations are just, there's really powerful illustrations there of all the fearful things that can happen.
Oh, she's so
kids.
clever.
She is. So that's gorgeous, Emma. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
Oh.
I know. Very powerful. And when we had the book launch, we had all this art around the room. It was just so delightful. So yeah, there you go. The last one is You Are Gold, which I actually wrote first. Random. And it is really about this fundamental concept that our worth is core to who we are. It's integral to who we are, and it's not based on how we present or hoops we jump through.
Yep.
And so this concept that gold, the actual gold, is valuable for what it is, and it doesn't matter what shape it's in.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's the worth within it, and so you can shape in this way, this way, this way, this way. It's still the fundamental value of the gold. So that's what that's talking about. And you know, I mean, every parent wants their child to have a sense of self and self-worth. You know, if there's one thing we want for our kid. So this book kind of breaks down into two little characters, which is gorgeous, which represents Squish, and then a version of him as a gold figure.
Ah, yes.
And that's kind of a fun way of communicating that, which is just gorgeous. Yeah.
I like the cat.
You like the cat? Look at that. And, you know, this breaks down all the different ways that we feel insecure, and not all of them, many of them, so that kids can relate to them, which is really great. So that might be that we're shy, or that we're, you know, our looks, or we're just different than other people, and it's really about saying that's okay, which is just gorgeous. Yeah. So there you go, guys. So as I said, written by my lovely self and illustrated by gorgeous Emma Moorman, who has got many, many exciting adventures to come, because she's just a incredibly skilled young lady. There you go. So that is the Squish Book Series, going really, really well. And yeah.
Great presence.
I know. And I love that it's delivering all of this advanced knowledge to children in a way that is just so enjoyable, accessible, and heartwarming. I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. So everyone, jump online if you want. It's the Squish Books. And if you jump on the website, kirstenhunterauthor.com, you've got all of the books there that you can it can link you through to wherever you want to buy them, or online on the website. And we've got Facebook and Instagram, Kirsten Hunter Author, Twitter, Kirsten Hunter AU. We've got the YouTube channel, Psych in Your Car, and here we are with Signpost for Living with Dr. Kirsten Hunter. Kristen, thank you so much, darling.
No problems, my friend. I've got all the time in the world for Squish.
Oh, he's gorgeous. See you, done.
Bye.
Bye.